you ever heard what I heard in the night? What a fright, must have been a parasite in my past life. I don't wanna ever come down from a high. My soul was sending to the sky, guess it's you and I. Gone but I'm feeling too alive, trying to get me out of spite. Someone's gotta pay, I ain't talking big amount. Some kind of physical pain, some kind of traumatic shit. Niggas wanna see dead bodies, probably not there, rolling with no automatic clips. Moving scatty, all erratic and shit. Niggas pussy licking batty and shit. Oh, you mad? Then come at me, you prick. Make a move, better pattern it quick. I assume you'll be coming for blood. That makes two of us, that makes two of us. Venom. 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 True as a stick up, hands in the air, put the money in the bag, all cash, Venom.
Let's finish this entire endeavor in this project so I can fucking move on to other things when I get home. I just wanted to cover this. I'm laying down. My vacation's pretty much just like, I'm just waiting to go home anyways. So I might as well get a little bit of stuff done. Good on Mike and Kate for doing this, by the way. But yes, I already covered the Mia Khalifa part of this. And yes, Mia Khalifa. Oh, I'm sorry. Anissa did rip off Mia Khalifa's entire life story to flex to two strangers for no apparent reason. Listen, maybe I can honestly play devil's advocate here and go, okay, maybe the context is, excuse me, sorry about that. Maybe the context is, okay, she lied. All right. That's true. She lied. And maybe that's what happened. Or maybe it was a joke. All right, the devil's advocate, maybe it was a joke. Yeah, but then to go into the entire diatribe of saying that you were rescued by Ian and that you basically told them both about this, that is pretty fucking wild. And why would you want this to be your story? That you did a porno? Who flexes about this?
Yeah, she's a liar. She lies all the time. And I think she lied to us because we weren't a part of the YouTube world. And she could just lie to us continuously.
And she goes, we're not going to look it up.
We're not going to look it up. Why
yeah.
would we look that up?
Also, I'm not going to look up a fucking porn of my client's wife.
I didn't even know
that's
that
insane. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not a weird guy.
They didn't even know who Mia Khalifa was. The reason I know who Mia Khalifa is a devout Hurricanes fan. She is a Florida State fan. So, of course, I knew because every time that, you make fun of Florida State, I'm going to tell you this right now, and this is gross, but it's because these fans don't give a fuck, and it was kind of funny. So, every Florida State fan, if you're watching this, you know what I'm going to bring up is basically your fucking storming the beaches of Normandy for you. It'll be your straight up Nagasaki and Hiroshima. The Lamar Jackson game. Now, every Florida State fan knows what the Lamar Jackson game is. It is the game that Lamar Jackson personally whooped your ass in ways that I cannot tell you is anything but illegal. Like, it was inhumane. Like, this is against every Geneva Convention type thing. This is buck whooping. So it was like, I think Louisville beat them like 63-23 or some shit. It was insane. But and Lamar Jackson went God mode on them. Louisville just beat their ass. So someone posts a meme of, I swear to God, and they covered, don't worry, they censored it with the score, but of the fucking Cardinal logo being of one of the black dude railing Mia Khalifa, with the Seminole logo being on Mia Khalifa's head, and then blocking out the entire what area with the score. I swear to God, it is one of the most what the fuck goddamn moments of all time on Twitter for me. But it was just so fucking funny. I just said, whatever. This is just perfect. People don't give a fuck. So you know how it is. And it's jokes. But like, Jesus Lord. That's kind of how I went down the rabbit hole of who the fuck is Mia Khalifa? And then I looked through her story, like, oh, okay.
As person, so we literally didn't even know that was a lie until recent. We found out a bunch of their lies recently, and watching Ian's video, I had no idea he fucking hated as much as I said, and we were fucking losers. First of all, I'm the youngest of my family, so when you try to roast me, but you say the shit that he says, dude, it literally makes me laugh super hard. He's like, you fuck.
Dude, I could literally roast anyone better than this. Come on, guy, loser, dude. Come on, man. What are you, fucking 5? Loser. What is this, Happy Gilmore, homeboy? Come on, man. Come up with better than that. I mean, you're a cuck. You watch your wife get railed. I bet you would be in the room, Ian, when that threesome was going on in her head. The reason she made that lies because that's what she wants to happen. She just wants Ian to be there and watch. She just wants Ian to be there and watch her get railed. For the record, do I think that Ian had any idea she lied about that? No. I don't believe Ian has any clue that Anissa just made up that lie. I don't think that he knew at all. Which makes this even funnier. Like, dude, you don't even know the shit your wife is saying on a daily basis at all.
And we were laughing at Sam Hyde's video.
His roasts are so pathetic, so juvenile.
I know they are because I talked to Kate about it and she was laughing her ass off. The shit's fucking funny. This was an excuse for them just to shit on them further. All you did was give them an excuse to go, okay, now we can be dicks about this. That's all this was. It's like just giving someone the green light. Guys, I literally pray for people to pick a fight with me so I can be a dick. I get it. I get how it is.
Small brained. He goes, this part's really gonna piss me off. Fuck this guy. And his response is like, fuck you, Ethan.
I'm sorry. Like, ooh. It's a LeBron ooh me. Like, ooh. Like, who gives a fuck, bro?
Yeah.
I don't think he was always this dumb.
What is that? Crazy.
He actually wasn't. He was very, very sharp. And used to always have great... His content compared to then, like, even the content cop, you could tell he just got 3 times dumber. As opposed to, like, the first few content cops and, like, his earlier videos. I remember him. I remember he made fun of the fat dude playing with his lightsaber. He was 10 times the wit level that he is now. That Ian would murder this Ian. He'd destroy him. He'd destroy everything about him. It would be fucking brutal. But that's what this has become. I miss that. I see that Ian. I would have more respect for at this point, even though he still wasn't ever that funny to me.
He doesn't know how to throw beef with anybody. Here's a good example. Okay, so after his fight with Dr. Mike, right? When they were fighting in the ring, Dr. Mike hit him in the back of the head several times in the back of the head, which is a legal punch, right? And the ref didn't call it. So I was upset about that. Ian and Issa were super upset about that, right? After the fight. The next morning, when we ran into Dr. Mike and his entourage in the hotel that we were all staying in that Ian and Issa rented for us, I ran into Dr. Mike and his girlfriend and his entourage. I'm with Michael and Ian and Issa, and I was pissed. So I was about to check Dr. Mike. I said, I checked him. I said to him, because Dr. Mike was like, oh, what a great fight we had. What a crazy event. And I said, what about those back of the head shots that you threw to Ian? That wasn't okay.
She like actually kind of ruined the mood because we're all trying to have like a chummy experience. No. And she was so pissed. She's sticking up for Ian.
What did he say? Like, what did Dr. Mike say?
I feel bad because I truly feel that Ian is such a punk ass. He can't just do what's right and stick up right back for these two when they stuck up. He's noticed how it's always sticking up for Ian, right? And one thing I want you guys to get the theme of through all of this is that the reason they're going at Ian is because I think they feel especially betrayed by Ian in all this. Because it feels like they were trying to keep Ian out of this. Everyone knows the real problem here is Anissa. No one wanted to stick up for Anissa. No one likes Anissa. No one can stand Anissa Jomha. Because Anissa is a horrible person. But Ian is someone that people had hope for because Ian, I think, is, as everyone else, kind of a victim in all this. Kind of. But Ian also is a grown-ass man who isn't man enough to fight for himself. So fuck him anyways. You're a coward. I think that's kind of what makes this so much more annoying. It's just the instant betrayal of you doing this stupid fucking video. And then, just whatever, man. I mean, I could go all day with beating a dead horse over this.
The headshot.
Yeah, I did. And then,
What did Dr. Mike say to that?
He tried to ignore it.
Yeah,
he was like,
he ignored it. He played it off. Just what his exact response is this.
You ready for the next adventure, pal?
Sorry.
Another dimension.
Just what his exact response is this. Oh yeah, it was savage. Savage? And then
Yeah, that's not savage, it's you being a dick. I can't stand people who don't know boxing, dude. Like, bro, you try that shit with a professional, they're gonna knock your fucking teeth down your throat after the fucking fight. They're gonna smack the shit at you. That's some bush league shit, bro. What a douche. You know, I don't like Dr. Mike. I never really cared for Dr. Mike, to be honest with you. But dude, get the fuck out of here.
and then I literally said, I'm not going to be part of this conversation. I'm walking away.
Can I just say that most doctors are dicks anyway, so this isn't shocking to me.
Walked away.
And I was like, we got to go to the beach.
Yeah.
I was like, we got to get out of here.
plans that day. We were gonna go to the beach before we head home, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm done talking to you guys. You're a piece of shit for like hitting Ian in the back of the head, and now you're not gonna say anything. And Ian and Nisa are both standing there like dumb fucks. They couldn't even like say anything. They were just
Cowards.
like, they were scared.
It's ironic.
They're cowards. I mean, that's just basically what it is. They're cowards. This is coming from the same Anissa Jom how to talk about confronting people in real life that they wouldn't be able to fucking... Bitch, shut up. You're a coward. You're both cowards. You both don't have the fucking balls. And you show it. You just showed it right there. For me, I would have been fucking livid. I would have been like, nah, I'm gonna fight your ass right here again, because I don't fuck with that shit. That's just me. But then again, these are people who don't have backbones.
Doctor's the one that actually gave him brain damage.
Yeah.
That's ironic.
Yeah. That's why I don't like Dr. Mike. He's a cheater. Yeah.
What
was funny was,
what'd you guys think of that?
Fight,
when the fight started and Dr. Mike punched at him real fast after touching gloves? That was really bad manner, right?
Yes. Oh, that completely.
That's completely disrespectful. That's on the ref. The ref needs to have them go back to their corners. You don't just punch gloves and then throw a shot. That's not how that works. This isn't like professional wrestling where you can do shit like that. All right, this isn't like that doesn't make any sense. That's on the ref. I think the ref needs to be has a lot more blame to be put on him, because you're supposed to have them go to the corner. So I don't know what the fuck to say to any of that, other than I didn't watch the fight, so I can't tell you how that went down. But from what it sounds like the ref should have been better handling that situation than going, okay, let him do whatever the fuck he wants. The ref seems to be someone I'd put more fault to on this, because they didn't need to do their job.
So I always told Ian too, I was like, be careful touching gloves, because people will try to do this shit. Mm-hmm. And then sure enough, we didn't think Dr. Mike would do that. Yeah. But in the first round, Ian's actually doing pretty well. Once again, Ian, this is me sticking up for you. You know comprehension, fuck. So in the first round, Ian was actually doing really well until probably about 30 seconds in or so to the first round. At the end of the first round, he starts getting hit in the back of the head, and you see his knees buckle, and then Dr. Mike hits him. But the thing is, I told Ian, because Dr. Mike slaps with his punches, he throws punches like this, which is like how cats.
Man, they're just roasting Dr. Mike. Good for them, man. Fuck that guy. I don't know Dr. Mike, to be honest with you. I never cared for his content, and to be honest with you, I don't care for any person called Dr. anything, because I usually I don't have a good experience with that. Shout out to Dr. Suspect, who should be put in a jail cell. But anyways.
Paw. But then when you throw overhands like that, it's easy to hit somebody in the back of the head. So I'm calling it.
Jesus Christ. Any of these fucking people, were they trained at all? Or were these people just like, fuck it? Because Jesus Christ, man. I have a little bit more respect for Jake Paul. A little bit more after all this. Thinking about the fact that I think he really did put work. I just can't respect the fact that he never put work into really trying to take it to the next level and see how far he could go. Because if he were to win a fight or two in professional, even if he wasn't to even win any, but actually put on a good show, I would give him his props for trying. Because that's a tough thing to do. It's very, very difficult to go through the professional circuit and face some of these fighters. Now, he's going to fake Tank Davis. Everyone's going to go, well, what about Tank Davis? I don't believe in that fight. I don't believe it's legitimate, and I don't believe it's fucking professional. I think it's a joke. Because I truly believe if Tank Davis wants to fight Jake Paul and murk that motherfucker, Tank is going to murk his ass. Tank is a god compared to someone like fucking Jake Paul. It's not even close. It's not close. All right? It's embarrassing to think that this will be a fight. So I don't think it will be a fight. I believe it'll be talked to. Hey, man, take it easy on the kid. Throw a few jabs, throw some shots here and there, but don't go in. Because I swear to God, I will be damned if I watch that Mike Tyson fight and Mike didn't hold back. Mike Tyson held back versus him knocking the fuck out of Jake Paul. There was a moment in the first round where Mike Tyson could have went in on his ass, and Mike just stopped. And I'm like, I called it, I said, what the fuck? And I knew right then, I said, why am I watching this shit? This is dumb. I turned that shit off, and I went back to my business. Because I will be damned if I'm going to waste any more of my motherfucking time trying to watch this shit, especially with Netflix completely fucking up that entire event. I'll be damned if I watch any of that shit. Because it was a clear-cut scripted match, and I truly do not believe Jake Paul is going to throw real hands with Tank Davis, because why the fuck why would he? If Tank Davis wants to murder that man, he's going to murder him in the ring. He's going to beat the shit out of him, and everyone knows that with a brain cell. So yeah, I'm not watching that crap. It's not professional. It's not for any WBC anything. It's just not professional, and I will not take it seriously. Sorry, but fuck all y'all for that.
out to the ref. I'm like, ref, back of the head, back of the head. The ref's telling me to shut up. They're telling me to sit down. They're telling me they're going to kick me out because I was like standing and you're not supposed to stand.
Mike is like my spirit animal in all this, by the way.
So I was sticking up for Ian, like being a good fucking coach. Yeah. And then anyway, so he's locked in the back.
Ian and Nisa don't know how to throw beef because obviously I called out the person that was hitting her husband in the back of the head. She was complaining. Ian and Nisa were both complaining to us all morning before we ran to Dr. Mike and them about, that was so illegal and how.
You see how people just don't stand up for you, dog? They just don't stand up for you, man. You just know. Because me, I would have been with her going ham. Everyone knows I would have been going with her going ham. Because I would have called him a bitch to his face. I said, you a bitch for that shit. You punched like a bitch, and that's why you fucking hit. That's why you shit went wrapped around. Fuck you. For a doctor, you ain't surgical at all in the ring, motherfucker. No, seriously, I would not have been kind. But see, to me, I hate people who want ride or die, man.
And the ref didn't call it, crocodile tears. So you know what? I cared about them in that time, right? Because I thought they were my friends. So when I saw Dr. Mike, I called him out. And guess what? Ian and Nisa were silent. They didn't say anything. They just looked and they were quiet. And Nisa was like terrified that I was actually calling out Dr. Mike. But dude, that's your husband. Call him out. This is your card. Why are you afraid?
I was upset about when we watched that fight because we were promoting the event at the time.
Yeah.
I was upset about the punch that Dr. Mike threw right out the gate.
Yeah, yes. That was round 2, and then on round 2 they go to touch gloves, and Dr. Mike goes, my coach told me to start fast, so.
Want to keep.
That's not how that works. You don't start fast. That's just disrespectful, dude. Fuck that guy, man. He's a dick.
Your hair.
Again, sorry about this.
Mother, you don't need to. You knew what you were doing. You weren't that adrenaline filled to where you're like, start fast. I don't know, touch gloves. It was like it was an excuse.
Dr. Mike wanted to rock Ian quickly from the beginning, so that way Ian would just basically like lose his equilibrium, just be afraid from that moment on. And that's kind of what happened in the fight. You know what I mean? Even though Ian trained hard, it was not good enough because he was training against someone who has lots of experience. Even though Dr. Mike put out a video saying that he just started training. That's a lie.
He said he was trained for 10 years.
Well, he's been doing Taekwondo since he was like 8 years old or something.
But he said he was boxing.
So he knows better. But anyway.
Yeah.
Damn. Cook. I love this.
Compared to him, Dr. Mike's a saint. We love Dr. Mike. He's out there being a doctor and giving brain damage when necessary, right?
Yeah. Who would have thought years later I'm on Dr. Mike's side way more than my own fighters?
Yeah.
Can I just say the product placement as someone who is sorry, I cannot speak. Someone who has a marketer's mind. Can I just take a moment to just do this real quick for you guys? Because I feel as though this is great. I need to find and link I gotta get the link from them about the fucking merch shop. But look at this link. Look at this. Look at this fucking product placement. This is how you create product placement. You see right there, you got your mug right there. That's just perfect product placement 1. They got the fucking damn sweater, the fucking hoodie. I'd buy a hoodie. I would buy one right now. All right, it'd be right up there with my nice Dolphins hoodie. All right, and I got a nice Dolphins hoodie. Believe me, I look cute in that bitch. And then if they got shades, if they got like sunglasses, I'll buy those too. God damn it, like right there. Look, the shirt's perfect. You gotta market yourself, people. This is great marketing, phenomenal marketing. Just wanted to highlight that real quick.
It's like the way that he treated us over time is ridiculous. Especially why would I want to hang out with you fucking losers?
Yeah.
It's like, excuse me? Like, what's funny to me is like Odd Ones Out and people like that had horrible experiences. They got knocked out in the first round versus Alex. And yet they would still go back to their boxing coach and train after the fight. And I'm just like, Ian, these people are training when they don't have a fight lined up because they actually have a relationship with their coach. You're
damn fucking straight. Y'all just, man. And this is about friendship in general, man. Like, I didn't talk about this, but when we went down to the game, man, you know who I met? Someone I've never met in person in my real life. I never met this guy in person. I went to the Canes game this game, right? And I made sure to text my homeboy. I'm like, you going to the game? Cool. He ran up. This man ran up a whole level to meet me. Shad, my boy. And we fucking talked. He met my father. You have no idea how important that was to me. So hearing this shit makes me kind of like really emotional and actually pissed off to hear someone just take friendship like this for granted. That makes me sick, man. If Mike ever sees this video, which maybe Kate shows, I don't know. I gave it to her. Who knows? I don't care if they watch it or not. I want you to know, dude, from me, I understand how you feel, man. It's betrayal. That hurts, man. That would hurt. I cherish that moment. I got a picture with my boy, and I have it in my phone. I might print it and frame it. Though it's a cursed image, y'all have to understand the lore between Shad being the Miami Hurricanes fan base curse. Because I take a picture with this motherfucker, and the first thing that happens is a weather delay. It's real. Anyways, though, but I cherish that. Y'all just, I get how you feel, Mike. Believe me, man. You know, you ain't alone in this, homie. I know how you feel. It's disrespect, dude. It's ain't even about sports and boxing. It's about friendship. And you really thought that these people cared about you. I feel so bad for you that you got flamed and all this, man. You didn't deserve this shit. You're good people, and you don't deserve shit like this to happen to you.
You're so clueless, and you have no empathy or comprehension.
Wait, that's impossible. He found empathy at 32 years old.
You can't understand
no
that.
Accountability.
Oh, come on, guys. You're asking too much. He just found empathy. Now you want him to find accountability? And Lord knows Anissa will never find it.
Yeah.
Mike Quick's people got him a YouTube channel. First of all, shout out to Mike Quick's YouTube channel.
Yes.
He just got 10,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Michael Quick. We love you, and we appreciate you.
I don't know who that is, but clap.
That's Hunter's coach. He's a
he was
good
the
guy.
coach for Michael Reeves. He was the coach for William Haynes.
Cool.
He was the coach for Odd Ones Out. So he coached several people in the event.
Okay.
And
Nice.
they were the ones, his YouTubers after the event bought him camera equipment and helped him set up a YouTube channel.
Oh,
so
that's
it's just
nice.
like,
Wow.
Then this is what I mean. Like, I would listen. I'm not saying this to be to brag about things, but yeah, I'd be willing to buy these guys Canes gear. I would. Not anything like crazy, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I wouldn't care. I have free shipping, so I could do it. Not like free shipping all the time. You have to shut up. But for real, like, they're good people. I would do it. I would have asked this cycle, but I was just so busy with the game and kind of just throwing pics and filming things. I was like, nah. I'll ask next time. Plus, they're busy. I knew at the time that they were kind of busy, like this upcoming time, because I get it. But I almost want to reach out to Mike and just say, dude, I know how you feel about friendship, man. I met my friend after 4 or 5 years of talking to this dude, messaging, and we finally met at a game, dude. It felt so amazing. That right there, you have to understand that experience. And these assholes just treat y'all like shit. And I feel for y'all, man. Don't get me wrong, I feel for y'all. That hurts.
it's so nice.
Yeah.
And we're just like, how come people that didn't throw the event are really nice to their people? I spent 11 months with you trying to get, putting out my heart and soul into your camp, cared way more than you ever cared. And then you disappear on us for several months. And then you come back like, oh, did we miss too much time? Also, I had specifically told him, don't fight. I said it on a public interview that I did with, I don't even know, some channel on Twitch live stream or something, where I was like, oh, I don't want him to fight Alex Wasabi if he fights anybody else.
Yeah.
And then he chose Alex Wasabi. In my mind, I'm like, the reason I didn't want you to fight Alex Wasabi was because he loves boxing. And I can tell how much you don't like boxing by how...
You're fighting someone that is going to beat the crap out of you because he absolutely wanted to be a boxer. He has dedication. He had a pro fighter staying with him. Like, there's levels to this. You're not going to win this.
You put the effort you put into it. So I was like, one of the last people you should fight. Alex Wasabi had a ring in his backyard. He moved a pro boxer in with him. He loved training. Ian doesn't. And he's like, this is who I'm going to fight. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. You're putting us in a hole. This is the opponent you've chosen for the second fight, and yet you put us. We're so far behind on what we need to do to show up to this event. But I still had him in good enough shape to where he outgassed him. He won the third round. One judge had it a draw, which means that he's won 2 of the rounds on one judge's scorecards, right? And then even Julian,
Trainer of the year, by the way.
Chua, Mike or Alex Wasabi's coach, was in the corner, like in between towards the 4th round, and he was like, "Don't you allow us to be a fucking draw." So it's like Ian was this close to maybe not winning the fight, but getting a draw. And if Ian would have been able to,
That's a win. To have someone that's a win for Mike. And you have to understand, you're training someone who sucks so hard. You had him really almost there to beating someone that was dedicated, which makes you look at Alex Wasabi like maybe you're not cut out for boxing, by the way. But for real. Nice.
put it on him and drop him, we would have won a decision. So it's just like, It's so.
There's no accountability from like Ian himself or Anissa for why he lost his fight. It was just very sad to see, you know, when we watched the reaction to his stream on like on the Kino show, right? And he was just crying about how.
Note that they keep saying the Kino show. Damn, that's a shame, bro. You guys really are owned by a 400-pound man in Canada. You're his bitch.
Like it's Michael's fault, and you know, Michael should have like coached him better, or all these other things. It makes no sense.